Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope that you're doing well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of January 11th, 2026. This is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that don't fully resonate, and if that happens, it's okay. It just means that it's someone else's message. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you don't know what those placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in that description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Pisces collective now for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Pisces not see coming for the week of January 11th, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info on you. Bottom of the deck, haunted. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. Okay. Why is this something that Pisces does not see coming this week? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Death card, followed by the Ten of Swords, followed by the Sun, and followed by the Star. I love you. You're becoming my favorite collective. The bottom of the deck, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Oh, I'm going to take this, Tower. Five of Pentacles to the Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, at first glance, obviously, I'm going to clarify these cards. It appears here that you are healing and rebirthing your life from an ending. If this isn't your reading at this time, just check another placement. I've tapped into a group of you where something in your life is changing, transforming, coming to an end. And since this has occurred, you are rebirthing yourself in a new direction. You're healing yourself. You've got some pretty lofty goals, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles here, and you're moving towards what you believe is your North Star or your wish fulfillment. If you've never seen this reading before, this is your energy, the energy of the individual I'm reading for, and this is the energy of the situation, environment, or connection that you're interacting with this week. So this is you rebirthing your life, healing, and progressing forward. And this is the energy of someone here who appears to be very much up in their head when it comes to this new beginning that you're having in your life. I will try to figure out why they are relevant to your energy this week. Okay, tell me. I'm not even going to clarify the Death to the Ten of Swords because you've been going through this on my channel for quite some time. So either you're, like I said, you're coming out of an ending, or you know that you're anticipating an ending to something. I like this on the back end because whatever it is you're going through, you're moving towards incredibly a phase or stage here of your life of healing, feeling a lot better, feeling a lot lighter. So let's just get 3 cards across the board there for Pisces energy here. We're clarifying Death, 10 of Swords, the Sun, and the Star. The Star is the most healing card in Tarot for me. The Sun is the second most, and then I see Temperance as the third. One more shuffle here. Thank you. So across the board, we have the Three of Wands, we have Judgment, and we have the Three of Cups. That's exactly what's happening here. You have the Lovers here, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Cups to the World card. Told you. So you are nearing an ending here. And again, I don't know where you are on the Pisces timeline. For some of you, it just ended. For others of you, you're in the middle of it ending. And for some of you, you are anticipating an ending here. And this could be in career and finance, love and romance, or some other aspect of your life. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking to a Pisces where you are contemplating relocating in the near future. I just know that you're moving forward and you're making the judgment call, at least this week, to focus on connections in your life that are harmonizing and balanced to you. You're focusing on your own happiness, your long-term goals. And like I said, you've got some lofty ideas here for what you want your future to look like. So whatever you're going through or coming out of or anticipating, you're already shoring up a very healthy foundation here of recovery and hope. And that's really beautiful. Now, this person, don't mean to laugh at the cross-watcher. This is someone who is haunted, right? Tower to the Eight of Swords. I think there's communication between you and this person this week, or at least they will attempt to communicate or contact you this week. Clarify this for me. So far on the table, we have Scorpio and we have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What else does Pisces need to know about this person? Maybe identify this person. This could be someone that you are married to. Maybe you're getting a divorce. It could be your ex or soon to be ex, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner. And this could definitely be a family member that you're now on the outs with. Whoever this person is, you do not have a very good relationship with them. Because if you did, you would be in constant contact with them. This person wouldn't have to try figuring out a way to connect with you or spy on you or see what you're up to. Also, if you were in good standing with this person, they would not be remotely bothered by your success and growth and healing and achievements and whatever wish, dream, or plan you have here for your future. So I feel like this is someone you know, but not necessarily someone that's like your, your BFF, your ride or die, best friend for life type of thing. Tell me more about that Page of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. I would expect communication from this individual to you. Okay, so the onset of this communication is to make a comment here about your new chapter or what you've been up to or where you're planning to go. That's why they're trying to get info on you. So it appears here that first there's an attempt here to maybe contact your friends or family through small communication. They bump into them at the store, for example, and they're like, hey, have you seen Pisces lately? I haven't talked to them. How have they been doing? That type of thing. Trying to acquire information. Sure, it could be trying to look you up online. Absolutely. Checking out your socials, doing internet searches with your name. For others of you, it's that in conjunction with trying to covertly figure out a way on how to connect with a person or people that the two of you have in common. Friends, family members, acquaintances. Again, just in the hopes of getting a little info out of them about you. They seem to be confused. When all else fails and they can't find out much about what you're doing or the direction you're heading in, that's when the conversation comes in respect to your happiness or your healing or what you're doing next. Because again, your next steps are elusive to them in that Seven of Cups energy. So they're looking for data or facts here, like what you're up to and what you're doing next after this ending. This job ended, the relationship ended, something like that. It's a little bit of a busybody, but again, how close are they really to you? Because you would have told them this already. They wouldn't have to go through all these different avenues. What is this person's intended purpose here for Pisces this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Their intended purpose: the Fool, the King of Pentacles, and the Moon. Five of Swords. This person is trying to acquire information about your new beginning. But why they're trying to acquire the information, they're keeping it hidden. They're keeping it hidden under the moon, which means when they talk to other people, they're not going to say that it's coming from a place of jealousy or envy, or like they're an ex, they're missing you, or something like that. So they're going to conceal their feelings when they communicate with people the two of you interact with, or their intended purpose for wanting to know this information. And also when they converse with you this week, communicate with you this week, they're also going to conceal their reasoning. It's going to be like, hey, just wanted to catch up with you. I don't like the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords could be manipulation. Someone's trying to acquire data or information on you to try to win at all costs. Tell me more about this person's intentions. What's beneath that moon? What's underneath the moon here for this person? What are they hiding here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What are they hiding? Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Empress. Bottom of the deck, the High Priestess, King of Swords, King of Cups. If this is an ex, they want to know if you've moved on to someone else. If this was someone that you used to work for or work with, they want to know where you're working now, what your title is, how much money you make. Are you making more or less than you did at the former place of employment? If this is a friend or family member, if there was any type of inheritance here that took place, they're trying to figure out from you, how much did you get, or maybe how much did other people that were part of that inheritance, you know, recipients of the inheritance. If you had any type of like court case or something, and then there was some monetary payment, you know, payment to you, like alimony, child support, restitution. It's like they're trying to inquire data, either in respect to whether you've moved on with someone, or how much money you're making either at your current place of employment, or possibly through some type of court issue, or money that was supposed to come to you. They kind of want to know if you received it. Did you receive more or less than what you anticipated? So they seem to be more financially focused and also interested in your love life. If you, as the High Priestess, have moved on with someone else. King of Swords, King of Cups. Have you moved on with someone else? Okay, why does this person need to know this? Why do they need to know this? Very strong on the Taurus energy here, right? The Empress is Taurus and Libra. And then we have all Pentacle energy here throughout. Also have Aries on the table, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and of course Cancer there in the moon. Why do they need to know this information? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Why do they need to know this information? Oh, King to the Queen of Pentacles. It might be your ex. King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah, this is your ex. And they want to know everything that I just said about your financial status. Are you in another relationship? How's that relationship going? What changes have you made, or are you contemplating making in your life? This person feels like since the separation here occurred between you and them, and again, I don't know if it's an ex, friend, family member, your ex-boss, ex-coworker, I don't know. But since the severance of the connection, your life has been changing a lot, and they seem to just want to know what you've been up to, because they feel like they are now on the outside of your life, right? They're like now on the outside looking in, and they really can't see much in that Four of Cup energy. So they're hoping to acquire some information from you through communication. Again, we see that Ten of Pentacles. So through communication, spying on you, possibly tapping into some mutual resources here between the two of you, like friends, family members, acquaintances. And then when all else fails, direct communication to you. So yeah, I would expect someone to be up in your business this week. It looks like someone that they're still in your energy, but you're not communicating much with them, and they're just curious to know what you're doing. And for a lot of you, it's focused around the partner or money. A lot to do with money here. I would just say if this person needed to know anything, you probably would have told them firsthand, regardless of who they are. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So just be mindful. You have someone here poking into your energy this week. And again, like if they're going to ask you about money, they're not going to come out and say, hey, remember that court settlement? How much did you get? Like remember, it's hidden under the moon. This is what they're hiding under the moon. This is more like, hey, how are you doing? Anything new? Anything since the last time we spoke? They're hoping you talk about this. All this is hidden under the moon. The new partner, the new relationship, the money, the status, the wealth, this is what's hidden under the moon. So this is not directly asking you or anyone about these topics. This is in a roundabout way, asking questions, hoping that you or someone else will just give them the information they're looking for. But it seems here they're contacting you. So I feel like they're not going to get everything that they need, either looking online or trying to, like I said, tap into some mutual acquaintances or friends or family members the two of you have. So yeah, I would expect communication from this person within 1 week, this week. 3 cards of advice here for Pisces. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice for when they contact you: Hangman, Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Wow, when you receive that communication, say nothing. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. And that's what they're looking. The Queen of Pentacles. They're trying to find out about your money or your position or your status or something like that. I wouldn't tell them anything when you receive this communication. For a lot of you, this is someone who's betrayed you. But anyway, your advice here seems to be to pause. That is Neptunian energy, and Neptune energy in this respect, in regards to the Hangman, is just being suspended, holding yourself back. I hate to use the word sacrifice, but sacrifice or just put on the shelf, pause for right now, the need to instantly reply to this person. And with that 10 of Swords, you know, I mean, it's definitely signifying this ending in your life. Whether they have had something to do with it or not is irrelevant. There's something here about you pausing about what you have been doing since this ending has started here in your life. I really feel like if they were on a need to know basis and they needed to know, you would have told them already. So there's something here about pausing and not telling this person what you have been up to, or not giving them too many details. Knight of Swords can be very detail orientated. So there's something here about not being very detailed with them about what you've been up to since this ending here has occurred in your life. That is what I have for you, my dear. I think this person's going to poke a bit, but that Nine of Wands says, like, just be persistent with saying no, and don't allow the contact from this person to leave you up in your head. You've got this beautiful new chapter here unfolding for yourself. I mean, if it were me, this were my reading, I wouldn't even communicate with this person. But if for some reason you have to, because there's still a connection here, maybe you got children or something like that with them, then I would just say less is more in this case. That is what I have for you, my dear, for the week of January 11th, 2026. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.